Okay, so really this is the other part that I've been working on. Probably development is the best way to say it. So we did proof of concept last year that we could run a mining machine purely off grid. So how does that complicate when we then say have now 4 mining machines running off grid? Well, are you drawing too much, too little? You can't have all 4 of them come on, and you're not producing enough. So you need to stagger them, you need to time them. You can't have them as well going on and off, on and off. It'll just blow your equipment. So what we've actually done after a lot of kind of sit down and head scratching and development is we built up a separate box. So again, you've seen these before, nothing interesting. Thank God for a 3D printer where you're able to print something that fits something in a really strange shape. So yeah, just put a Hertz meter in there as well, so frequency meter, so we know what it is saying. Let's tighten that a little bit before the whole door falls off. And sadness. Right, let's have a look. So similar concept to the electric hot water. Okay, so what we've basically got is power comes in, which is measured and metered. That meter will then feed back to Sunny Home Manager, and that will give an idea of how much the consumption is per day and per month, etc. So MCBs for the individuals, yeah, no problem there. Control fuse for everything there. Then what we've got is these are delay timer ons. So at the moment, it's not producing, there you go, 49, 50 hertz, right? So it's saying at the moment that really the batteries want to charge, or that the opposite is that we are now taking from the batteries to power the miners, which we don't want to do, because we still want to end up at the end of the night with 100% battery, so we're all good for through the night. So what's happening at the moment? So at the moment we have 2 miners that are off, they're not running, so that's the 2 with the green lights on solid. Okay, so that means they're not running. With these 2 here, these are flashing on the reds, which means that they're no longer getting a signal and they are now going into a power down, or working their way through the time clock before it turns everything off, and then we just have AC contactors. So what we've basically done is build it so it's a cascade, so it comes off from the voice controller, says it's gone over frequency by whatever it is, half a hertz say, and then it will then go through a timing sequence, and it works on a cascade, so it does one, then the second one, then the second one, etc., and all the way to the end. So we don't have them all turn on at the same time, controlled by one. So it's done on a cascade. So we only need one over frequency instead of say 4 or 5, however many you want, and then we have that working on a cascade event, so that they'll pull that in, put it through there, pull the contactor on, and then one will turn on. And same thing when the sun goes down, then it will do the reversal of that. There you go. So there we go. We're just producing too much sun now. So there you go. So the time has now come back on for that. So that's now going through the sequence again. So should be saying that the frequency, yeah, there you go. Frequency is just over 50.2, and it's dropping 50.1, 50. So there you go. It's off. So this, say this one here, which I think is probably going to be this one here. This is still running now on time expiry, so it will still be, in this case I think it runs for 45 minutes after that trigger. This one runs for 25, and then it will go less and less, so that way it will give a break even as they come online, because you can't just have them come online, because they take 15 minutes to get to the internet, see the pull to mine, draw, and then that's when it starts drawing heavy wattage, like 1600 watts, somewhere in that region. So by doing it this way round, it also means that one, it only is purely mining it only off solar, but 2, it also means that you're not overloading it all at one hit, and it's, well, doing it in the best way, probably environmentally possible actually. So we can actually do mining, and we're doing mining purely of only the solar, because during the night there's no sun, it'll be asking the frequency there to sort itself out. basically, and won't allow the mining equipment to come on anyway. But even during the night, it will gently throttle it up, and or during the day, sorry, it will gently throttle it up and throttle it back if there's either too many miners or not enough. So all of these miners, that's how they operate until or after the hot water. So it also means by doing that as well, not only do you have free hot water, you've also got some kind of free mining. So yeah, it works basically. It works. So the concept works, the theory works, and really we put it into deployment and show that it works on 4 miners. So Peak Sun, we had all of this going. We're mining somewhere in the region of about probably all 4 would be on at least for 7 hours a day. Because again, it would be following that same curve as the sun. So they don't all come on at the same time, and they don't all go off at the same time. So, yeah, great news, but perfect news is it works. Okay, I hope that helps you guys. I know there'll be probably a lot of questions on that, so I'll try to answer them as best I can. Okay.